This is Fairline's F33, and if you've been on the channel for a little while, you'll say, well, you've already filmed that, Nick, and I have, but not this one. This has taken the boat from being almost perfect to, I think, pretty much spot on. This is fantastic. There's an upgrade on this I'm going to show you that I really like. Now, this is a sports boat. It's a very sleek looking machine. It's also a very fast machine, and we will talk about that in a moment. But yeah, it's a great looking boat. I mean, that is, you know, proper sport style, isn't it? This one's got the hardtop on. We'll see that a bit more when we go on board, but that's another option that they've added, which I think is very good. But the big news for this boat is, this was the seating arrangement originally. You could come on either side. It made it a real walk around, which was great. And you could sit here and you could face each other around the table and you could turn that into a sunbed. The problem with it was two things. Firstly, if you turn it into a sunbed, you got nowhere to sit. So they brought in a second there, which is this one here, which is what we're about to look at. Sunbeds here, and you can move this forward, I'll show you in a minute, but you've still got seating here. But there's another reason that I really like this, and we'll come to that in just a moment. So this is what the boat looks like from here. Again, beautiful looking thing. I actually prefer the back of this. On the previous one, they just had a solid transom that went across and then folded down. With this, it's a lot more open, and you've got the ladder then built in the center there. I think that's better. The other thing that this gives you is, if we look underneath here, and if I can do it with one hand and holding a GoPro, there's a little silver button. Yeah, there we go. Lift that up. Massive storage locker there. Brilliant for, I don't know, inflatable kayaks, for example. Absolutely superb. Like that a lot. Or just boat cleaning gear, all the kind of stuff that you want to tuck away and normally can't. So that is that. And then, as I say, rather than having the walkway on both sides, you just have it on one side, which is fine. Small sunbathing area here, which you can make much larger. And if we come around here, I should slip my shoes off, it's a new boat. There we go. Now you've got this big hoop of seating around here, rather than the two bench seats. This will fold that way. So if you want a big sunbathing area, you've got it, and you've still got seating here, even when that's folded forward. The reason that I like this layout, think of this as the two bench seats before, one facing the other one across the table, and they fold down to sunbeds. What you could never do with that, and what I always want to do on a boat, is this. That, you just want to relax. You want to sit down, you want to put your feet up, and you want to relax. And this allows you to do it. You can sit here, you can sit in that corner there. You've got corners that you can tuck yourself into. That, I think, is a game changer. You simply couldn't do it with the previous layout. All you could do is sit here very upright, like you're in church, facing the people across the table. And that's okay, that works, it's fine, but this is better. This is much better. Well done, Fairline. Good result. That's that hardtop from on board. There's an opening section. I don't know how you can see it, but that section there opens. There's a wet bar over here. So we've got this little sink and also the barbecue for outside. And there's a fridge underneath there as well. And if we come up here, this is interesting. It can be a storage area, but actually it's a draining locker. So you can chuck a load of ice in there. If you want a bit more cold storage, you can have it. And then the helm is now here. So rather than being in the center, it's over to that side, but they've put the helm into the middle. So when you're here, you've got this view here, like so. Other changes they've made this bigger, so you can now get twin screens in here, but also they've added analog dials. Some people just prefer analog dials, so they put those back in rather than just having the engine displays on here. You can display them on here as well, of course, if you want to, but nonetheless, you've got the old school analog too. Throttles are here. The engines themselves are buried right down into the back there. I'm not going to get that open at the moment because the show is actually closing in about 5 minutes and I want to finish this tour for you, but I'll see if I can get a picture of those and put them in. But I will tell you what they are. They're a pair of V8 Volvo Penta 430 horsepower petrol engines, and they're giving the boat nearly 50 knots. This is a flying machine, absolute flying machine. Haven't driven one yet, want to. We need to do that. I'll bring you guys along if we do. Another thing I want to show you while we're here is, look at the way they've done all this with the stainless all the way around here. That's just so nice. It just feels like a quality item. And if you want to get out onto the decks, well, then they've put a door here. You don't have to scramble over or walk around the back. You just open that little fella there, and that hinges. There's a step, and it's really easy to step up on. Look at the way they put lighting in here as well, all the way around. That's lovely. And then you just step up onto here, nice and easy, wander up to the front. Pulpit rail on here as well. More sunbeds up on the front. Let's come all the way up to the bow. The anchor is built in. You can see it just poking out of the stem there. And the anchor winch and chain is all tucked away in there. Again, you can see that lighting they put in all around here. It's really, really smart. And that, from there, that's a good looking boat. Okay, last thing to see is the interior, and you look at this being so sporty and so high performance, I think, well, there can't be much inside, but you'd be wrong. It's actually pretty impressive. This is this hardtop from the top, and this is Cannes, just as the sun's starting to set. It's beautiful here, absolutely beautiful. Okay, we're going to step down here, close that one over again, and then that just secures like that, nice and solid. And here's the interior. Now what you've got down here is some nice wide steps with a stainless steel trim on, and a very nice dinette area. Look at this. That's lovely. And you've also got really good standing headroom. I'm 6'1", and brilliant. Drops a little bit as you go forward, of course, because of the shape of the boat, but you don't need it there. You sat down on the table. And in fact, that table will drop. So if you want to make that into sleeping, you can do, because that drops down. But you don't need to, because if we spin on round, look at this. We can go down into here. Double bed. And you've got storage in here, thusly. And you've got it over here. Actually, that's the switch panel. I don't know where we can see that. Yeah, there we go. Circuit breakers. More storage along here. That is a very decent cabin. And you've got the kids on board and you want a bit of privacy. Fear not, there's a little panel here. If we release that, you can close that off, like so. But with it open, you'd barely know it was there, because it fits flush, he says. There we go. That drops in like that. And the last thing then is in here, which is the heads. And here we've got the sink, and we've got the loo, and we've got the shower. Look at that. Brilliant. And then in here, there is, trying to knock all the accoutrements over, but there's a bit of storage in behind there. Like that. And there's a wave in the mirror for you guys. Like that. Hello, everybody. Fantastic. I am really taken with this. I liked this boat when it first came out. I've always liked these, but that cockpit layout for me was just sort of, I didn't show you the galley. I walked right past it. Okay, rewind, edit, out, etc. What we got here? We've got a sink. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. 7 o'clock, show's closing. Right, we need to get off here now. I hate making people wait while I'm fanning around filming. But sink, there is a bin in there. There is nice, look at the way they've done this as well, nice woodwork in here. So that's obviously for your cutlery. Storage down there, and somewhere, yeah, there we go, decent fridge in here as well. And then that one there is for your crockery. That was in the cockpit, they've moved that. And then this is bits of storage along here. There we go, glasses, cups, etc. That's brilliant, isn't it? How nice is that? Let's close that one over again. Funnily enough, I was here filming the Phantom 65, and if you've not seen that video, have a look. That's a brilliant boat. And I was on the fly, which I looked down and I said, that's got the new layout. And I've been looking for one of these. Every time I come to a boat show, I've got one of these, I say, has it got the new layout? No, it's still got the old layout, but we're going to get one soon for you. And here it is. That is the new layout. And that is the Fairline Phantom 65. If you've not seen that, take a look, it's brilliant. So I am going to get off this boat and let these poor people go home. It's a long old job at a boat show. I used to work at them, and in fact I spent over a year of my life stood on boats exhibiting at boat shows, and when the bell goes you want to go home. So I'm going to lie on here like that. Oh, this is nice. This is a nice boat. I'm going to say huge thanks to you guys for watching. I'm going to say massive thanks to Fairline for finally getting me on board of the new layout F-Line 33, and we will catch you on one of these real soon. Take care. Bye bye. Ooh.